Yo, 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 Chicago Bulls fans. Look, we know Lonzo Ball, he went down. So me and CDubb here to tell y'all how the Chicago Bull guards can fill in the void for Lonzo Ball as he take his time out to continue to deal with his injury. But y'all know y'all gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang, gang.
Shy Bull Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
Hey, man, I'm feeling the aftershocks of that bad news on Friday, man. I'm still feeling it.
For my people with children, are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? But, hey, today we got it. We're going to get into these guards that's on the Chicago Bulls team. And we're going to let y'all know how they can fill the void left behind for Lonzo Ball. To start off, Lonzo Ball, floor general. My guy, floor general, moving in, get the guys open shot, was able to knock down that goddamn three ball. And on the defensive side, my guy was doing this thing. So we're going to bring up Lonzo, and we're going to bring in the goddamn guards who could potentially be the starting guard in his spot. So CDubb, we got Lonzo, get you 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Ayo, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Caruso, 7, 4, and 4. Dragic, the new guy coming in who wasn't with the team last year and not too many games played, gave the Brooklyn Nets 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. To round that off, now I want you to go ahead and kick us off and let the people know what the Chicago Bulls will be missing with Lonzo Ball out for a little bit of time.
Oh, first off, you're going to miss the elite defensive pressure that Lonzo Ball brings to the table. You're going to miss his steals. You're going to miss his passing, his IQ. Most of all, you're going to miss his IQ, his leadership on the defensive end on the floor, his leadership on the offensive end of the floor, that three-point percentage that he shoots. He was the best three-point shooter on, he was the best three-point shooter on the team last year. He always got the right person with the ball when it's time to score when he was in the game. You're just going to miss a savant when in terms of IQ. When you're talking about missing Lonzo Ball.
I think that's very good, and I don't need to reiterate that, my guy. You did very good on that. But now it's time to see how these players can go in and fill the void left behind with Lonzo Ball sitting out. CDubb, I like to start with the new guy, Goran Dragic. Coming in from Brooklyn, had a stint in Toronto, had a stint with the Miami Heat. No, he got dunked on by Derrick Rose a few years back. Last year in limited games, I think it was like 16 or something, Cognac game. Y'all correct me. He put up 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. CDubb, I like to start off by saying, let's jump into what this guy could potentially bring, and then we'll dive deeper into it. So first and foremost, from my point of view, what this guy can pretty much bring is someone with the experience. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why they picked this guy up, but I can assume that they wanted, it was already speculated that Lonzo Ball was going to be out because he wasn't progressing as they saw fit. So I feel like they brought this guy in, and I feel like what he can bring is experience. He's battle tested. He's been to the finals before with the Miami Heat. No, he did not average that many points last year, but from experience, his regular season numbers were pretty decent, and he always increased his numbers in the playoffs. For an example, in the 19 and 20 season, my man's averaged 16 points per game, and then in the playoffs kicked off, he gave you 19 points. Then in the 2021 season, both of these years were with the Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen. He averaged 13 for the season and then gave you 16 points in the playoffs. So that's an increase, something that I like. So I think so far from Goran Dragic, what he brings to the Chicago Bulls is experience. What do you say? What would he bring?
You right about that. He does bring experience. This guy has seen it all in the NBA. But my number one thing that he brings is just he's a master of his game. He plays his game, and there's nothing you can throw at him that be new to him. He's going to get to his spots. He's going to get his shot off. He's a very crafty little guy. Not much of he's like an average playmaker. You know, he'll get some passes off, but he's really a scorer. That left hand already throws you off, but when you add in his craftiness, he's a pretty difficult guy to get a hold of once he gets started. He is a little bit long on the tooth. That's just a little bit of pun. He ain't that old, but when you in terms of the NBA, he is a little long in the tooth. So he can't get in there and play 35 minutes for you every game. So I think he'll be a great great guy to get in the game and settle things down for you if you need to get settled down. He could bring leadership to the team. I just like Dragic, man. He's just a little low. He can't give you 30, 25 minutes a game. He can't do that. But look at EuroLeague right now. He out there killing. I think he averaging about 18 points a game. So he's a baller, man. I respect Dragic, even though he got his ass dunked on by Derek.
Fair enough. Now I want to jump on to the Nigerian Nightmare. Ayo Dosunmu, man. Rookie last year, now he coming into a full off season. Look like he be on that HGH going crazy. Goddamn. Yeah. Last year, gave you 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But definitely had some moments where he shined, man. I think what he brings is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think he brings as much experience to the team as a Caruso or a Dragic, but I do think that guy brings some young athleticism that these two guys probably might not be as good as him. You know what I'm saying? He's still polishing up that 3-point shot, but he decent at I like what he can do out in transition. I think he's great in transition. We seen him create some things for Vooch in the pick and roll, and I think that's what he can bring to the team to fill the void for Lonzo Ball. One thing that he needs to improve in is that 3-point shot for sure, and also push the pace a little bit more. One thing we saw with Lonzo, his passing ability created easy shots off the boards, because off the boards, his head up and he getting it out. He made everything easy. So that's what Ayo Dosunmu needs to work on. But for the most part, my guy's solid. He definitely, I like him because he's athletic and, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's solid defensively too. What do you think Ayo brings to the team?
Oh, man. Ayo reminds me of that movie back in the day. You remember that movie, Takers? Yeah. You remember that movie, Takers?
Yeah, with T.I. and them up and down.
Yeah. Ayo Dosunmu is a taker. Let's just go back to last year. Nobody seen him getting in he'll probably play garbage time, but early in the season, he played early in the games, like taking his minutes. Even when he got in there those first couple times, they was like, oh man, we can't hold this guy back. He kind of similar to Dalen Terry to me. I think Dalen Terry gonna have the same kind of impact this year. Ayo Dosunmu is a taker. He has a wingspan of 7'3" or something like that? 6'5", defensive already. I think he high tier defensively. He can only get better being such a young man. In college, he could score the ball at a very high clip. I think he took a bit of a backseat last year when, he had a lot of score on his team. You got Zach, you got DeMar, you got Vooch, you had Pat. Ayo Dosunmu, when he was in there running a point guard position, when Alex Caruso was out and Lonzo was out, he did a terrific job while also guarding the best player on the opposite team. Ayo Dosunmu, I think, is ready for the challenge. I've been looking at him all off season. He's gained like 5'10" pounds muscle mass. I think this guy is a taker. The Nigerian Nightmare is going to be part of the Chicago Bulls' future. And he's straight from here, baby. From the shot.
Let's go. Before we get to this last one, ladies and gentlemen, so far, y'all done heard two people. Let us know what these guys bring. Let us know what Goran Dragic bring to the table. Let us know what Ayo Dosunmu bring to the table. And let us know who the next man on the list, Mr. Headband, Alex Caruso, bring to the Chicago Bulls? Just let us know. CDubb, we did witness my boy go in, get pushed by some goofy from Milwaukee who should have been our matchup on Rivals Week, but that's another subject. But in his time, came in, gave you 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Now, what Alex Caruso brings to this is championship experience because he's been there, he won it, he is a champion, and what he brings is IQ to the team. He can hit the three occasionally, but he can definitely guard defensively. When he was lined up next to Lonzo, they were shut down backcourt, and it was just a great thing to see from Alex Caruso. I think if he was something, a lot of things that he brings that he gonna continue to bring is the experience, the toughness, the fearlessness that he possesses within himself, and I think that's gonna be great for these Chicago Bulls. What do you say?
Well, Alex Caruso brings to the table is elite defense and a steady offensive game. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the NBA. You will always be in the game if Alex Caruso is on the floor. When it comes to offense, Alex Caruso does everything. He does everything good. Nothing like outstanding, but nothing bad. Alex Caruso is a steady player, but defensively he is a general. He can guard let's go 1 through 4, you know, and he could definitely set up your offense. He can shoot it a little bit. He can attack the basket a little bit, and he can set up a little bit. Alex Caruso will be a good choice for take that position if Lonzo has a significant timeout.
For real. So, excuse me. So go ahead. I'm gonna name my 3 things that I feel like would help what these guards need to do to ensure that they can fill that void, and then you go ahead and respond. So I'm gonna make mine quick. 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is health. These guys need to be healthy. Number 2, they need to push the pace. Number 3, have a high IQ. What you got?
Oh, that's spectacular. Okay, number 1, I want steady. Number 2, I want IQ. And number 3, I want them to be the best competitor, compete every day. That's all I want.
Nothing wrong with that. And then Cognac Gang, comment on that. What's the 3 things you need to see from your Chicago Bulls, goddamn? Excuse me.
Oh boy.
So then, CDubb, as I take my water break, goddamn. Who, if you was in the coach's chair, you had that hard pail hat, you had that you got your headset on, but if you add the little walkie-talkie thing to it, you can call yourself Coach CDubb. Who would you start in place of Lonzo Ball and why?
Listen to me carefully. I love Dragic. I think he a good player, man. He been a good player in this league for a long time. I know Billy Donovan like him some veteran leadership. I want them to hear me. That's why I put it loud. No, I ain't backing shit up. Nothing.
Tell them to back the fuck up.
My choice is Ayo Dosunmu, the Nigerian Nightmare. There is no other reason to bring anybody else in front of this kid. Let's keep the momentum going. This kid's ceiling is higher than any other of those choices to be the point guard. I think Ayo Dosunmu is ready. What did I call him early in the show? A taker. He is a taker.
After he done blew my damn eardrums, I finally got to him. But now, y'all know I don't like agreeing with him, but I got to be honest. I think Ayo Dosunmu was the best fit for the starting point guard. And here's my reason. You get the younger guy in. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he learned a lot from last year. And I believe he's going to be able to contribute right on and early. Plus, I think the man that should be running the show off the bench will be Alex Caruso first. The reason is I believe that championship pedigree and his experience will be able to get Patrick Williams going as the first option with the second unit.
I love that.
Alex Caruso will be better suited for that. Why?
I love it.
Because we know in the starting lineup, 1A and 1B is Zach and DeMar. Once they go sit their ass down and the second unit is in, Patrick Williams needs to be option one. Alex Caruso needs to help facilitate that step for him to be successful. Dragic will get minutes, but I just feel like that's how those two be. But that's how we feel. Y'all let us know how y'all feel. Because CDubb, where do you think Billy Donovan is going?
I already know. Thinking about Billy Donovan and all the moves he did last year, man, he probably going to want to put Dragic in there, which I think is the wrong move. You probably want some veteran leadership in there. I know how coaches think, but it'll be the wrong move. I think you got to put Ayo in there. You got to. I think he's poised and ready to be even a better player, man. Just poised and ready.
Caruso will be starting if Billy Donovan selected it. Why? Because that was the man who Billy Donovan went to when Lonzo went down. He started Caruso many times. I believe Billy Donovan has a lot of trust in Alex Caruso, and rightfully so. Like, me personally, I wouldn't even be mad at that decision. Now, if you put Dragic in there as the starter, I'm not going to be too happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But if you got Caruso in place of Ayo, I live with it.
I would be mad if they put Caruso in front of Ayo Dosunmu. Me personally. Ayo Dosunmu is a kind of a natural point guard. He kind of big, but he plays point guard position pretty naturally. Alex Caruso, I told you he does nothing unbelievable on the offensive end, but he is solid, but he's not Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo Dosunmu is leaps and bounds ahead of Alex Caruso on running the point guard position.
Okay. So basically it's safe to say that Caruso is the lead in the defense, but everything else Ayo got?
Yeah, he the lead of defense, but Ayo ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Too far off.
He ain't too far off.
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Hey, I feel like we had a good convo, man. Go ahead and give the people your final thoughts, bro.
Hey, man, one thing I want to say is the Chicago Bulls have not confirmed this news about Lonzo Ball. But we can pretty much go ahead and rack it up, but, I'm going to just throw that out there. And, man, the season coming, baby. Bears play this Sunday. Y'all ain't even know that, did y'all? Y'all better recognize. And then the Bulls play in like 2 weeks, nephew. And training camp start 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Should be September 20th. Y'all let us know if we got that wrong.
Get it.
But, man, my final thought says, hey, Billy Donovan, make the decision. Either Caruso or Ayo. I prefer Ayo, but if Caruso went now, I wouldn't even be too upset. Cognac Gang, y'all let us know. Comment below who you will start who would you place in the starting lineup now that Lonzo Ball is expected to miss some time. You know what I'm saying? So let us know. And if I knew, support us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And then I'll continue to support us. We really, really appreciate y'all rocking with the gang. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one.
Cognac. Gang.